Good morning, YouTube. I'm Chucky2009, and several weeks ago I was working on my dump truck and I really wished I had a more powerful impact wrench, and then I actually went out and bought one. So this is a 1-inch drive impact wrench, so you know, twice the width of a standard 1/2-inch drive impact like this one, 4 times the size of it. This is the Ingersoll Rand 285B. Went out and picked this thing up on eBay. A little less than impressed with the seller on there. I think it took him like 4 or 5 days to ship it, and he put the wrong tracking information. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll look up the receipt and fix it. And he finally did. The day it got delivered, and he dragged his feet so much I had all my sockets and adapters and everything like a solid week before I got the wrench itself, or I ordered them all at the same time. There's a bunch of knockoff versions of this floating around, I know, but I wanted the real deal. So this Anvil is huge. This one has the 6-inch extended Anvil, so it's great for like reaching deep inside of dually tires and removing super stubborn lugs like what we're going to be doing today. What's interesting about this switch is it doesn't actually have a 1 position. Like all you have is 2, 3, and 4 in both clockwise and counterclockwise function. 1-year warranty. That's a little disappointing, but whatever. It's pretty insane. All right, this is a 9/16 head grade 8 bolt. What happened? There's no more threads in the nut. That's what happened. Yeah, it's gone. There's like nothing left. So you can see most of these are on here pretty good. So I'm gonna get the 1 1/16, or yeah, the 1-inch impact, and we're gonna try and break them all off with that thing. Keep in mind, we're still using our wimpy 3/8 air hose, whereas you're supposed to have like 1/2 inch at a bare minimum. Alright, that one came very loose, very fast. Maybe that was one of the ones that did come loose. I can tell, even in its lowest power setting, when I tighten this down, like the whole thing shakes. It didn't do that with the 1/2-inch drive maxed out. So we have a lot of power here. Take 2. This is the one that wouldn't come off, and it just came loose on the lowest power setting of this thing. All right, now we're gonna put it on. That's the second one we busted loose. Third one, like there's nothing to it. And keep in mind, lowest setting on the wrench. I'm impressed, you two. There was just no getting these off before. Not with the 1/2-inch drive, not with the breaker bar, and this is doing it easy. This is the kind of thing I bought this wrench for. All right, this one's fighting us a little. I'm gonna move it up to setting 3, which is really setting 2 somehow. And now it's back on there. All right. Look at that, YouTube. It's loose. Now we're gonna put it back on. And again, this is on the impact's lowest setting. There's 2 more above this for really stubborn stuff. Wow. It's like someone's in here. It's like there's a little manlet in here with a sledgehammer just beating on something, torquing this stuff loose. You can feel it. It shakes the entire thing. It's a very low rumble. You can tell there's a lot of force behind this. You can see that one's loose too. All right, we're going the right way. I would tighten these down on a higher setting, but I'm actually scared to, because I don't want to break these studs off. These are only 1 inch or 1 1/16 inch lug nuts, and the socket set that I bought with this thing goes all the way up to 2 inch nuts. So I mean, this is made for some pretty serious fasteners. That's the last one, YouTube. We've gotten them all off. Oops. We've gone all the way around the world with this thing. All right. Aside from cross-threading a bolt, sticking this back on, that went perfectly, YouTube. That was absolutely wonderful. So, final thoughts on this wrench for this video is that it is an absolute and complete beast. You know, like I said, I've been extremely happy with my IR half-inch drive 231G impact, and that's why I ultimately chose this instead of something from another brand. So, got this thing. That was a little bit of a pain, but it wasn't IR's fault, of course. I bought it basically secondhand, even though it's still new in box. So we got this thing. I think it looks really nicely made. Like I said, pretty much all cast aluminum body, a little bit of a hard plastic sheeting on some stuff. The trigger's kind of flimsy, but I don't think that'll actually cause any problems. It's really easy to adjust, and I've never used an impact like this before. Previously, all I'd used is a smaller pistol grip style. Never anything close to this large. So yeah, we got the adjustment here. Handle, it's as ergonomic as something this insanely heavy can be, and it's got an obscene amount of power. We were able to destroy a 1 1/16 bolt. I think that was the same size, same head size as these. We were able to break loose lug nuts that I was not able to loosen, like I said, under any circumstances for anything before, and did it really easily. It's got a lot of power, even on its low settings, going through a 3/8 airline. It's got a lot more power than my half-inch drive impact maxed out. So I can only imagine what this tool would be capable of if I bought like a half-inch or 3/4 inch airline and cranked it up all the way. I don't think I have anything large enough to demonstrate that on here. Something like this is about as good as it gets. I tried out on some of the bolts on my dump truck, but that wouldn't really be a challenge since they've all been loosened already in another video. Just took forever. I broke a breaker bar and it took like half a day to loosen them. I'm sure this would have done it in seconds. So yeah, very, very happy with my purchase. Absolutely love this thing. I'm sure it's going to be in a lot of videos to come. And I found a cool old metal toolbox that I'm going to store it in along with all the sockets and everything. And we'll stash it away for further use. So yeah, really happy with this. I think IR makes some great products. And yeah, really couldn't be more pleased with my new toy. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope to see you in future videos.